So hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm not in Kansas anymore. And today we're going to start on education. But to do this right, I felt that we have to go back a ways. In the late 1800s, the U.S. changed the way the public school system was. We divided up the classrooms, we created the grade system of K through 6 and 9 through 11 for junior high, I think it was. Or was it 7, 8, and 9? 7, 8, and 9 for junior high, 10, 11, and 12 for high school. But high school was not free at the time. If you wanted to go to high school, you had to pay a tuition just like you do for college nowadays. So usually only the very wealthy got the high school education. And then the other countries started to catch up. And a couple of them even surpassed us. So we innovated again. And it was around 1930 that we made high school public. It was no longer going to be a tuition system. And again, within a short period of time, our educational system was considered number one best in the world. Our students were considered the best educated in the world. So how did we get where we're at today, where our colleges are still rated the best, but our K through 12 is rated in the 39th percentile? And when you break down certain categories like reading and math and science, it gets even worse. The simple answer is we didn't innovate for the last 100 years. We haven't changed our school system in any way, shape, or form. The more complicated answer is our school system is tied to states. And inside those states, there are districts, school districts, as you're aware of. So basically what we have is we have 50 different states trying to provide the same thing in over 15,000 different districts. So what you get is what may qualify you for a high school diploma in Georgia doesn't necessarily work in California. And what qualifies you for a high school diploma in California doesn't necessarily qualify you for a high school diploma in, say, I don't know, New York. Because each state, even though they're providing the same basic curriculum, require different standards for a high school diploma. And as you may well have guessed, that creates a lot of problems. And then we treat our teachers as if it's a throwaway profession. The attrition rate the first 2 years for a teacher is abysmal, to say the least. It's 1 out of every 3 new teachers quit teaching within the first 2 years. Our classrooms are underfunded, even though we spend more per student than any other country in the world. And like I said, we're getting some of the worst outcomes. And it's not the teacher's fault. And it's not the state's fault. It's the way the system was designed, and it worked well for over 100 years. But it's time for America to do what it does best. It's time for us to innovate and make a change. And that's what we're going to talk about in the next video. I will present to you a policy proposal for education reform that, again, as I've said all along, none of these policies, I think, are the answer or even the only answer, but a starting point. Something that we could look at, because we should definitely be leading the world. Our people should be more educated than any other country in the world. Why? Because we have the resources to do it. And because we're the United States of America. We should be number one in more categories than just our military. So if you're interested, share the video, leave a like, leave a comment, and I hope to see you here in a week for the presentation of the education policy. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye for now.